We talking at IBNX Atlanta. Check the channel, lock the date and time in your schedule planner. Artists come and get the shine. You know I be getting mine every time I do an interview. It feel like Christmas time. Let her pick my mind. Got the sickest rhyme. Let the people know I grind hard. Got nice bars without the ether flow. Grim Reaper stroke, poison ivy through your speakers. Folk IBNX Atlanta sponsor the time that we speaking for. Connecting you the artists, entrepreneurs, the streets and more. If you ain't talking hip hop, really, what are you speaking for? Crazy.
So Jazzy here on No Filter Friday, the much anticipated, and I'm here with the lovely, the oh so chocolatey, because she chocolate like me, y'all, the Vibrance, the get you right when it needs to be right. Okay, Miss Poison Ivy. Hey. And she's multitasking for us today because, you know, she's in the booth. She's in the booth engineering for us today. So this is when you know you have some real talent. When you could be a professor at college. When you could be a professor in college. When you could teach the little babies, you know, what to do and not to do. And then you can engineer at the same time. All of that.
Look, you know I'm trying to figure it out on because folks have been messing with the
Everything.
mics.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot going on here. You know, I like peace when I engineer, and I ain't got
you
my
ain't
peace.
had that today?
No, I got attitude. But hey. Hey, y'all.
How was your week?
Girl, this week has been cray-cray.
Has it?
Girl.
Tell me about it.
I can't even talk about it on air.
Oh, damn. It's been one of them weeks?
It's been one of them weeks.
Wow.
Like,
you ain't had one of them weeks in a minute.
Listen. Not so much me, but just, you know, the nature of
what you
of
do.
life. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So,
I understand.
You know, sometimes people just, I just say to myself, you know, I've had jobs that I didn't like.
Uh-huh.
And you heard the thought pop.
Girl, we know we got, that's one thing we got in common for sure.
Right.
Right.
But I showed up.
Yes, and showed out.
Yes.
Yes.
So you didn't know if I did or didn't like that job.
Right.
But you knew you saw me there present, doing what I needed to do.
Right.
Every time I showed up to work.
Right. And I think that speaks volumes of people. If you're going to show up, at least show out.
Right.
Don't show up and do half-ass, because you can keep your ass at home with that.
Because the thing is, we all showed up. We all did what we were supposed to do.
Right.
But we was all in the background planning our next move.
That's all that you can do.
Right. But the thing is, I don't know if anybody there saw it coming. And that's how it's supposed to be.
Right. No one's supposed to know your next move.
But honey, sugar pie honey bunch.
What you always say? Chestnut checkers?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. This is chestnut checkers. So I'm gonna need you not to know what I got coming next.
Right.
Period.
And the good thing about life is sometimes we don't even know what we got coming next. So it's always beautiful.
Sure don't. But you know what? Good things come. Good things come.
Always.
To those who stay on top of their game. How was your week?
My week was good. My week was really good. I can't complain at all.
Okay.
I'm here.
I like that.
Yes.
Glad you're here.
Likewise. Because we're about to turn up.
You know, you are... I can't with you.
I've been anticipating Saturday the entire week, y'all. One Music Fest is tomorrow.
I was going to say, for those who don't know.
Those who don't know.
We are going to One Music Fest.
Like 2 peas in the pod.
Yes.
To turn up.
We are hyped.
Real hype.
So we have been like counting down, ready to go.
Yes.
I'm so hyped. It's so many great people performing.
It is.
Like, it's going to be amazing. You know, and honestly, we have the option to do stuff like the media passes and get the reserve seats. But really, the best part of it is being on the lawn.
Right, just being a part of the event. Because I think that I've gotten media passes to do certain things before, and in my personal opinion, I've gone to a concert where I've had the media passes, and that was definitely an experience to have. But to be an audience member is a whole different experience.
Right.
So, and both is enjoyable, but when you get to not work and enjoy, it's a whole nother level.
And that's one of the things I think we both are looking forward to doing, is just like kind of shutting down.
Yeah.
And going.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, One Music Fest, I got to tell you the lineup.
Oh, Tank and the Bangers. I am so for it. Ro James,
did you
Jadena.
confirm if they were tonight or tomorrow?
I did confirm. Remember, we confirmed down the rundown, and I was like, yes, amen.
Oh yeah, that they are tomorrow.
They are tomorrow.
So I'm thinking they're going to be earlier in the day.
Like before we get there?
No, close to,
okay.
At least close to the time we get there.
Okay. Because I'm there for them. Like that is one of the.
They usually release the order.
Right, the day of though.
Yeah. So
I'm so for it. I love them entirely. I'm so for it.
So here's the lineup. I'm trying to find the full lineup because the one I'm looking at now says "and more," and that's so jacked.
I know
up.
there's a lot of people waiting for Migos to perform, and I'm just like, y'all could have went and seen them at the Tabernacle.
No, it's not the same.
You don't think so?
No, because see, you haven't been to One Music Fest, so I it's like a festival. So
I went to the Jerk Festival this weekend.
That's not the same.
I mean, I know it's not the same, but for all of my Islanders, I went to the Jerk Festival, had a great old time.
I want to hear about it because you didn't invite me.
I wasn't even invited.
Oh, okay.
Girl, I tagged along. Tagged along and had homework out the yin yang to do. And it was all the way in Conyers, and I'm up here north side, so.
Oh, you really should have.
Girl, I was hauling ass.
Look,
back.
you really should have sent me a text. That's right up my.
I should have,
my
but
alley.
Girl.
And I love Jerk too, girl. Okay, so you got Jill Scott.
Yes.
Migos.
Yes.
K Trandra.
No idea.
Ro James.
Yes.
Sean Paul.
Ooh.
Tank and the Bangers.
Whoop whoop.
Thundercat.
Uh-huh.
Too Short.
Yes.
Yasin Bey.
Uh-huh.
Ari Lennox.
Okay.
Damian Marley.
Yes.
Jadena.
Yes.
No Name.
Okay.
JID. DJ Asha. Some of these are Friday night acts.
Okay.
I'm just reading all the acts. DJ Boogie Love, DJ Heavy Bass, and so
I know Heavy Bass.
Okay, so just so you know, it's so many DJs because in between sets sometimes
Right.
they'll have a DJ spot
Right.
too. DJ Knots, DJ Mike Flow, DJ Fudge, DJ DiBiase,
Okay.
DJ U, DJ Hourglass, DJ Aquaria, who actually kind of looks like Michelle Obama.
You make my head fall.
She do. Hey, come look at this picture.
Hold on.
So because I'm engineering, I'm in the booth, and Jazz is.
She does.
See, and Jazz is in the studio, so we're kind of separated today. So, but doesn't she look like Michelle Obama?
She does. She does.
So if Michelle Obama was a DJ, she would be DJ Aquaria. DJ Ja Prince.
Okay.
DJ J Envy. DJ Jeremy Avalon. DJ Joe College. I don't know when all these DJs go play. DJ LV. DJ Majestic. DJ
Majestic.
Oso.
Oh, so what?
Maybe Oso Hood, because she got like these like golds and
Maybe also hood.
not so cute braids. Look. Can you see her?
She cute.
Girl, look at them braids.
Those need a little bit of work, but she cute though.
Yeah, she cute. But that's why I said Oso Hood. DJ Ray Ross Sirius. DJ Ree De La Vega. DJ Sean Fallon. Why are there so many DJs? DJ Sofa King Evil. DJ Solomon. DJ Thrive Groove. DJ Rasta Root. DJ Kerosene, DJ JC, DJ Millhouse, DJ Reggie Bishop, DJ Dirty Martinez, DJ Kemet, DJ Mixmaster David, DJ Deliver. Maybe some of these people are going to be on stage with the artists.
With the artists, right. I see that.
Because
ain't enough time in the day for all these DJs to play a set.
Because if they cutting into, okay, I'm almost at the bottom. DJ Weapons and DJ Yogi.
Okay.
I'm like, if they cutting into like Jill Scott, I'm gonna feel some kind of way about that.
Well, I'm excited, and I've contained my. I haven't texted you but one time this week, so I've contained my excitement. But I've been talking about it with other people who don't have the pleasure of being able to go.
Me too. I've been doing that all week.
Right.
Just like, oh, we're gonna have so much fun.
My girl.
So Jazz and I are gonna Uber to the venue,
yes.
and and look, I reached out to one of the guys who plans and promotes it to ask about Uber.
Okay.
And found out for those who are going and want to Uber,
they'll have
if
a
you
whole
didn't have
Uber
a parking
lane.
pass, yes, they will have an Uber lane that goes right up to the door.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Like I inbox dude, like, yo, I need to know.
Right.
What's up with the Uber?
Because parking is going to be insane, especially with all these Floridians up here. I love y'all, but y'all are reckless on the road. Y'all don't give a damn.
Hell nah. Traffic today was crazy.
Traffic today was insane. I got off of work at 2:30, and it was and I'm on North Side. It was ridiculous. So I already know that.
Listen,
they out here trying to enjoy the no rain that they going to get for the next 2 days. And
well, that's what I was going to say. They say it's going to hit us on Tuesday.
Right.
So what y'all going to drive out of here and go further north? Like,
no.
Y'all should have went west.
Real Floridians would have stayed home, but I'm not going to get into that.
So did you give them the thought pop?
I did.
I was about to say, look, my cousin's down in Broward County. Like, we finna tough this out.
Okay.
And pray for the best.
Look.
I'm telling you, they are. My aunt, my cousins, all of them. They like, toughing this out. Got my provisions.
I mean, if you're in a situation where you need to take the extra precautionaries, by all means, do that. If you have kids, all of that, definitely do that.
If I lived in an apartment and I lived upstairs, I would be like,
I ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Let me tell you, you find somewhere downtown to park your little car in case of flood. You Uber back home, and we have the benefit of having Uber. Back when we had our last hurricane in 2005, we didn't have no luxuries of Uber.
You had to catch a bus or a cab.
You had to take the city bus or take a cab, So, so park your car downtown, pay for the little parking that you're going to get, because it's going to flood in Florida. Florida does not have a drainage system. We're a peninsula. The water has nowhere to go.
Honestly, if it hits us bad enough, we're going to flood.
Oh, Georgia will flood. Atlanta will flood.
And it's funny because in this moment, I'm remembering that when I sold my house, we downsized to an apartment because I said I wanted to live in an apartment for a year, and then I'm moving back to the city. And I was like, the city.
Ooh.
Yeah. I used to love living in Atlanta. I had an apartment in Atlanta. That was the best apartment ever.
Invite me over so I can be cute.
But now I'm trying to get a house.
Right.
Because, they're rebuilding Atlanta.
Okay.
So I when we first got the apartment, I was like going off because I wanted a ground floor. And like a moment like this, I'm like, third floor.
Yeah. There's so many reasons to have a ground floor, but then reasons like this will be a prime reason to not have one.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I was thinking like, I don't want to climb the stairs.
Groceries.
Yeah, with groceries
shopping,
and all of that.
All that.
Then I was thinking, moving all that stuff in.
Yeah.
But I've made myself 2 promises. Number 1, when it's time to move out, I'm paying somebody to pack my shit and to move my shit.
Yes.
That's number 1. Excuse me. And then number 2, actually, I don't mind climbing the stairs because it's exercise.
Right.
So
even for that little 5 minutes, 5 seconds, that's going to take you to get up to the second floor.
Stop being lazy.
Right.
And walk your ass up them stairs.
Because most houses in Georgia anywhere are 2 stories, so it's no different. It's just you're not in your house yet.
Yes. And that's exactly how I look at it. Because if I was in my house, and even in my house that I sold, it was 2 stories.
Yeah.
So I was climbing stairs all the time to change clothes when I first, moved or whatever. When I first got home from work. So this is just no different.
Well, I can't be more excited for tomorrow. I feel like a kid that's going to Disney World. I don't know if I'm going to get any sleep tonight.
It's kind of bittersweet for me because I have to teach class. But I will tell you, so the last time I went to sleep during the show.
I mean, if it wasn't anybody entertaining, I probably might sleep too.
And I did, and that's what happened. Because you're literally out there for like 12 hours. I like got there like around 12 or 1. And Nas didn't get off the stage until 12. They say 11 on the flyer, but Nas didn't get off till 12.
Okay.
So
I feel like it's going to be Woodstock. Like, I feel like I should bring my medicinal objects.
No, they search your bags.
Damn. I got some hiding compartments, girl.
I am so disappointed that we don't have like those flask bracelets.
And the purse. Remember I told you about the purse?
Yes.
With the little spout?
Yes, but you know they really are searching for that kind of stuff. But I'm thinking we could get away with that bracelet.
Of course. I would have put 3 on my arm.
I was thinking I would have 1 on each arm.
Right. I'll turn 1 into an anklet if I could. Girl, you ain't telling me nothing.
Don't make me laugh. Not an anklet.
Because you know they're going to be taxing. Like, even at the Drake Festival I went to this weekend, they was taxing.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
They're going to tax this weekend.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, you kind of got to go into it with the mindset that
you're going to spend some money.
Yeah, you're going to spend some money. Because you can only bring 1 sealed bottle of water.
Right.
Like, which, I guess if you drink white.
I can seal a bottle.
Yeah.
I told you. I text Miss Poison Ivy and said, I'm currently on Pinterest figuring out how I can smuggle liquor into the event. And then that's when she brought up the flask. But look, they are going to be taxing, for just simpleness.
I'm telling you, like a beer was something like $10 for like a can.
No, that's ridiculous.
But it's okay. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, and
regardless, we'll have a good time.
Exactly.
That's all that matters. Well, are you ready for No Filter Friday today? Because it's gonna get unfiltered.
Yeah, I am, and I'm excited about it. But I was really in the car, kind of just thinking through like what I wanted to hear. Right.
As far as like music goes.
And I was taken back to old club days.
Old club days.
And I got my first song I want to hear.
I'm excited because you always surprise me with your song selection. And I think that you, last week we paid some Ashanti and she was really in her feelings about that if y'all listened last week. So
because she makes my ears bleed. And the thing is, I am all for all types of music and all types of artists. Some I'm going to like and some I'm not.
Right.
But Ashanti and Ja Rule make my ears bleed. I've been saying that since 1994 or 5, whenever they came out. I mean, 97, 98, whenever. 2000, I don't care. But
and you still haven't acquired the taste for them yet?
No. They make me
What I would do without my baby.
Yuck. I'm going into my song. Nope, I can't. All right. So this is the first song that I wanted to hear on my club throwback mix for tonight. That's where I'm at today. Club throwback. And actually, I'm going to change that. I'll do club throwback for this song, but every other song will be by an artist that's going to be at One Music Fest.
Bet. That's dope. Yes. Hey. See?
I got started off. All right, you're listening to No Filter Fridays right here on IBNXradio.com.
Bust a bus. 9-7. Hot shit. Check it out. Hit you with no delaying, so what you saying, yo? Silly with my 9 milli with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You don't wanna violate, nigga, really and truly, yo. My main thug, nigga named Julio, he moody, yo. Type of nigga that'll slap you with the tulio. Bitch, nigga scared to death, act fruity, yo. Fuck that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she shake it make me wanna get all in the booty, yo. Top mistress in the banging bitches and videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the shit, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot shit, got all you niggas in wet clothes. Style like my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you fucking with lyrical player pros. Do like you really that. Wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, in God we trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yo, we murder us. A lot of niggas is wondering and they curious. How me and my niggas do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my niggas is serious. Shook niggas be walking around fearing us. Front nigga like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to how radio be playing us. 30 times a day shit'll make you delirious. Damaging everything all up in your areas. Yo, it's funny how all the chickens be always serving us. All up in between the ass where they wanna carry us. Hit you good, then I hit them off with the alias. Various chickens, they wanna marry us. Yo, it's flip mode, my nigga, you know we bout to bust. 7-figure money, the label preparing us. Bite the dust instead of you making the fuss. Niggas know better cause there ain't no comparing us. Mad at us, niggas is never we fabulous. Hit my people off with the flow that be marvelous. Oh shit, my whole clique victorious. Taking no prisoners, niggas is straight up warriors. Why you feeling that? I know you be feeling so glorious. Then I blitz and reminisce on my nigga notorious.
Do you really wanna party like that? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me.
Oh, 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 oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you come with me, I'll take you to heaven. No, I'm just kidding. You know that's jamming, right? Jamming, jamming, jamming. We are back. You're listening to No Filter Fridays right here on IBNXradio.com. This is your girl, Ms. Poison Ivy, and I have the lovely, the chocolatey, the I can rock a dark lip and make it pop. Oh, so jazzy. Jazz, talk to me.
Girl. I'm ready for tomorrow.
Okay. Focus.
So,
bring it in.
okay, I'm here. So today, the drink of the day is Smirnoff watermelon. This is made with real fruit juice, okay? Now, as you as you guys know, there's always a rhyme and reason why I pick what I pick, right?
Yes, so I'm ready to hear.
Okay.
the story
So I'm
behind
scrolling
this.
down Facebook today, and someone was like, you know what? Let's get off of this Hurricane Irma talk. Let's talk about something else. And she posted a screenshot of Gucci Mane. He made a post,
Okay.
and it says the following, okay?
I can't wait.
Okay, it
hear
says,
this.
I do not let Keisha Kior suck my, that's degrading to my queen. Open your eyes. So here we are with the watermelon lemonade, with the watermelon.
How did that lead you to
with the
watermelon
watermelon
lemonade?
vodka. Because I want to talk about it. Now, if anybody watches Insecure, you know she just had an episode regarding oral sex between black women and how, you know, it's viewed in a different perspective than it is in a white woman's viewpoint. So I was like, look at this. This is definitely some ammunition to talk about it. Because I'm all for, you know, being open and honest on No Filter Friday and IBNX Radio. So I would love your perspective on it, Miss Poison
mine?
Ivy. Yes. Especially being that you're a married woman.
Okay.
You're married. He's married. And, you know,
I hope he is.
Right. No,
Oh,
they
you
got
mean,
married.
You mean
Gucci.
Man?
Yeah.
I thought you meant my husband. I'm like,
Hell
I
yeah.
hope he
No,
is.
we know he locked down.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that this is a great topic to talk about from a black woman, married woman's perspective. Because I'm going to give my viewpoint, and it's going to be,
So first of all,
yes.
Gucci is lying.
You think he lying?
Hell yeah. Just stop it. Like, he may not like nut in her face or nothing like that.
Okay.
You know, because he feels like that's too far.
Right.
But Gucci is lying. Like, come on, Gucci. Like, first of all, there are levels to it.
There's
And
levels
I
to
see,
this shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see where some of it could cross the line of degrading and all of that.
Uh-huh.
But, like, I'm not a huge, like, oral sex person.
Giving or receiving?
Both.
Oh.
I just never, no.
Okay.
However, I'm very different with my husband.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's the feelings, the emotions tied to that or whatever. So, like, I don't feel like, honestly, I have felt uncomfortable with the concept of trying to do that with a guy I was dating.
Okay. And that to me, that is completely natural.
But I don't feel uncomfortable with the concept of doing that with my husband.
Right. And you should never. That should definitely, if any married woman in this world feels uncomfortable, if you have an urge to do with your husband and you feel uncomfortable to do it, then.
Yes. So I think Gucci is lying.
Okay.
Just trying to, celebrities kill me because I think sometimes they try to make themselves seem like, oh, they're a little above this or above that, or they have these like progressive relationships and all of that. And it's like, dude.
Yeah.
Either A, she just ain't down to do it.
And I don't think that's the case.
Or B, you lying. And I frankly think he lying. I don't think that that's true. I don't think that he's like, oh, I don't want her to perform oral sex on me. I've never once in my life met a dude that's ever said that.
I don't think so either. For the next, I don't think so either. I think that, especially, this is my thing.
Okay. I was about to say, what's your opinion?
Gucci, we know you from the hood. We know what side of Atlanta you come from, okay?
Gresham Road,
it's too
East
many thotting hoes, thotting bopping.
You went to McNair Senior High School.
Let them know.
The DeKalb County Schools. You was in special ed, but that's okay. We're going to let that go.
All right. That's my thing.
Class of 1997. It's your 20-year reunion, homeboy. We know you.
All right. So with that being said, Gucci, you can't have your thing, licked and sucked all these years, and all of a sudden you become married, and all of a sudden you don't want that anymore. No, and this is my thing. This is what he said. He says he doesn't let his wife do it. So, baby, who are you letting do it?
But that's the thing. But that's why I said these celebrities kill me because they act like they're having these progressive relationships. But to me, he probably is trying to justify like getting his knob slob done by some like skanks.
And that could very well be what it is. But this is my thing. That's your wife. So if she wanted to do that upside down, you let her have at it.
Let me just say this.
And the thing is, I don't know what progressed him to even come on
social media
to say that. So I don't know what happened. I really, to be very honest, I don't follow him in any form or fashion to know what may be going on in the background for him to do that. I don't know, but it's funny to me.
Okay, so two things. Number one, I'm a firm believer in, I don't get like preachy, but I do believe in the Bible.
Okay.
And before my husband and I got married.
Does it say you can do that in the Bible?
Listen. Before my husband and I got married, we used to, and we still go occasionally, not like we used to because his work schedule changed. But we used to go to church every Sunday. Never missed a Sunday, okay? And I'm already on top of that.
Oh, great.
So, we used to go to church every Sunday, and I never forget one Sunday, the pastor says, he's talking about marriage, and he's talking about relationships and sex, and he goes into 1 Corinthians 7:4.
Oh, my. She is calling them, y'all.
And basically what he said was that according to 1 Corinthians 7:4, your body does not belong to you.
I remember we had this conversation.
And so if you read 1 Corinthians 7:4, it says a wife's body does not belong to her. A husband's body does not belong to him.
This is how you know me and Miss Poison, I haven't talked about anything. We've had this conversation before, so I know where she's going with it. But y'all listen up, because I definitely got some insight to when, someone locked me down, So y'all listen up, especially y'all ladies who swear that y'all running shit.
Well, the thing is, like, you can't go into your marriage like that, you know. And I'm a boss chick,
Yes.
so exes look at who I am in my marriage and be like, "Who the hell are you?"
Right.
And I'm like, "But I told you when we were together that you got dating me.
Right.
Marriage
Yes.
me is a totally different person.
Y'all hear that?
Like, I'm submissive in my marriage.
Right.
I am a firm believer that no should not be in your vocabulary when you're
Yes.
married,
Mm.
unless it involves bringing in other people. Now that's a damn no.
I'm on the fence about that.
Well, I say this. Now, if you down to bring in another dude,
Then we can have a conversation. No, no.
which I know is always going to be a no. And then just in case you say yes, then I up it a little more and say, in the same way you might want a female to touch me, I want him to touch you.
And then that's gonna kill every single conversation regarding that for the rest of your marriage.
Exactly. I don't have those conversations. But, you know, you shouldn't have no. This, oh, I got a headache, or oh, I'm tired and all this. Listen. That's
a good topic though. So let's for example say, like, put in perspective. So he knows, like, for example, you talk throughout the day. And most married couples don't. I don't understand that. I don't know. Maybe that's just their thing. But y'all talk throughout the day.
which we do.
Right. So upon you coming home, you say, you know, my head is killing me, A, B, C, D, whatever. So he knows before you get home, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So you get home. Would it be respectful for him to even insinuate, to even start that kind of act? Or should he be cognizant and be mindful that he already knew you had a headache?
Well, first of all, research has shown
Come with it.
that sex actually helps cure headaches.
Yes.
So for all the chicks out there on that BS, sex helps your headache,
Okay.
homegirl. So
All
get your mind right.
Get some vitamin D.
Vitamin D. The other thing is, my husband is very clear that I will have taken something. So if he gets home, because he works and he gets off late.
Right.
So by the time he gets home, I'm usually in the bed.
Right.
So I've already taken something.
Okay.
My husband will wake me up.
Okay. I'm all for it.
I just have one rule. Because I have to tell him, like, I can't stay up with you all night.
Right.
On certain nights.
Right.
Like, if I'm just going to my regular job, I could do that. But on nights when I have class, so for instance, on a Sunday night, I can't stay up late with you. Because on Monday, I have to go to my regular job, then I teach class at night.
Right.
So I need to be up and alert all day.
Right.
But Monday night, it's on and popping, because Tuesday, I don't have all day. I get off work 3 o'clock.
Right.
I can go home, take a nap.
Right.
Wednesday, I go home, take a nap.
Right.
Now Thursday, I got class again. So that means Wednesday night, I can't be up all night with you. So, but he is respectful about that.
Okay.
Now, it doesn't mean he doesn't, like, bother me and wake me up. He just don't keep me up all night.
Okay. Okay. See, he don't have you swings from chandeliers
Right.
on Mondays
Like,
and Thursdays.
he understands, like, weekend sex is going to be very different than
weekday sex.
weekday sex.
Right.
Now, that's not to say weekday sex is not exciting.
Right.
It just means that weekend sex, I might, like, put on the red leather boots. Like,
Okay.
you know, it's going down.
Right.
There's levels to it.
Right.
And so that's why I say, like, Gucci missed me with the bullshit, because at the end of the day, I'm not a huge, like, oral sex person, but I think when you're into a person, especially like your spouse,
Right. There's nothing off limits.
there's nothing off limits. And the stuff you're not usually into, is intensified, and you really want to do it just because you want them to be satisfied.
Right.
So there's, like, an extra level to it.
I agree. I definitely agree. And again, I don't know what promoted him and prompted him to put this on social media nonetheless. And
Maybe he was putting the advertisement out there, like, okay, bitches, I'm not getting head
at
at home.
So come with it.
And he gave a thought pop. You know, the thought pop calls all the thoughts to
Right,
the
right.
house. So he said, and all the thoughts came running to give him head.
Okay. Well, from my perspective, I very much agree with you.
Okay.
very much agree with you.
Oh,
And-
wait. Pause.
Oh,
Did I explain fully 1 Corinthians 7:4?
you didn't go into. Sorry, please let these ladies know what you have to go into details as far as between you and Ace and what that means to you. Because I know, because we've had that conversation, and I think that will put that in perspective.
7:4, Pastor basically said, once you become a husband, once you become a wife, your body is no longer yours.
Right.
The word no should not be in your vocabulary. You belong to your spouse, period. So that means that, when it's time to go down, it goes down. If there's
Literally.
things your spouse wants. Yeah, seriously. And it's so funny because when we were still dating, Ace used to say 7-4. And I'd be like, we ain't married. And as soon as we got married, he was like, 7-4,
Right.
mother. And I would be like, okay. I'm not going to argue it.
Right.
7-4.
So does he get to call 7-4 at any time, at any place?
I never say no.
No. Yeah, ladies, y'all hear that? Huh.
Because
Okay.
at the end of the day, my no is another chick's yes.
Oh, yeah. See?
So I never say no.
Right.
So he really has no reason to look for anything else or go outside because I don't say no.
And does 7-4, is it reversible? Can you call 7-4?
I would say yes.
But you don't.
I don't because he's always 7. So I don't have to.
Okay.
But I think if I wanted to,
It wouldn't be no problem.
and me, I use 7-4 because Ace is a moody dude. He is moody.
He's a Taurus.
Yes.
I know.
So he's moody. So I use 7-4 when it pisses him off. I have used it. I've used it at times when he got an attitude and he don't want to be bothered with me. So he's retreating to chill by himself.
Right.
Then I'm like, I come and I'll say, I'm obsessed with you today. And he knows that means I'm about to continually bother you until you give in. and then if he resists, I'll get aggressive and be like 7-4. And he can't help but laugh because he says that I have baby ass hands. So
What does that mean?
that means because he says I have little hands and little feet. So
That's scary. When a baby hand touches you out of random, that's scary.
You ever watched a scary movie?
Yeah, with the guy.
Yeah, with the little hand.
Yeah.
And you know how he was rubbing somebody's face with that little hand? So I do that to Ace sometimes with the same way the dude did the little hook finger.
Uh-huh.
I rub on his face with that hand. And he'll be like, get that baby ass hands out my face. So he always tells me when I get aggressive and I be like 7-4, nigga. He's like, dude, who you gonna hurt with them baby ass hands? Really? You grabbed me and I'm like, what just happened? Did the wind blow? So he acts like my hands are so non-deadly and don't hurt him. So, but he gives in, and as much as he tries to be mad and as much as he tries to resist, he ends up laughing, and it goes down when I want a 7-4.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. 7-4 will get you what you want in a marriage. Don't try to pull that shit if you're not married. Especially not with me.
No, because it's very
Especially
clear.
not with me.
1 Corinthians 7:4 is very clear. It's about being married, and it says husband.
Right.
And it says something like a wife's body does not belong just to her; it belongs to her husband. And it says, and likewise his to her. So it's very clear. It's about marriage, and that's the thing. We learned about that before we got married. We used to joke about it and talk about it or whatever. But when we got married, we have lived our marriage with that in the forefront.
As you should.
And no, we don't go to church like we used to. Like I said, Ace's schedule has changed.
Right.
So that definitely prohibits us from going the way we used to. But we still hold on to the same values and the same beliefs to keep us, on the same path.
And that's good. I think that's beautiful. I think that a lot of women need to take that in consideration because that whole saying that the P is power, women really take that into they just take that to heed and they live with it. So he pisses you off and it's okay. Well, he ain't getting none tonight, baby.
Do you know how many other chicks got power?
Okay. And guess what? That power ain't got no face,
No.
baby. Okay.
But you know what? A guy on my Facebook just said this week, and I don't know how you. I don't know if you. I don't know if you saw this.
Okay.
But a guy on my Facebook said this week that all pee is the same.
You are a lie.
He said,
And that
but what
means-
changes is the feelings you have for the person attached to it.
I don't think so.
I
I get his point.
I don't agree with him either, but
I get
mean,
his point. I see where he was trying to go with it. Yes, definitely. But you're not telling me that your wife got some trash ass peeing because you love her. You in it every night. No.
Well, and that's the thing. I don't agree with him either. But I get what he means. Like, I get, like, the message he was
The
trying.
concept that he
the
had.
concept that
Right.
was with that. So, in that, though, let's assume he's right. The all P is the same. Which we
Okay.
know is not true.
Right.
Because some of us...
I'm snatched. No.
right. Because I got a 3-kid philosophy, but that's a story for another day.
Oh, we got to talk about that
Yes,
too.
because you weren't.
Yes.
So, but some of us...
Some of us are snatched.
Yes, snatched. So but I always believe that the same way, and what makes me believe this.
Y'all are definitely here for the unfiltered today, huh?
Look, I had to give my little pimp laugh.
And y'all, she's got some backing behind that laugh, okay?
Right. So, because I was about to say something. So, I think about myself, and this is one thing I say to my husband when he be like, all relationships you have moments where you don't get along.
Right.
And I'm one of those people, and I know this pisses him off, but I'll be like, listen, I'm not beat. Meaning, I ain't beat down and I gotta
You have options.
I have options.
Right.
And I'll tell him and I probably shouldn't tell him this, but I have said it. I had niggas when you met me, and I'll have niggas if I need to leave. Period.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying that, but I read something where it said, never give anybody, they said the power that you give someone to know that you will never leave them is what will destroy you.
Well, and that's the thing that I don't say I'll never leave you.
Right.
I
I just let
say
you know that I can.
I can.
Right.
And if I do, I won't
Be
lose
unhappy.
Yes, I won't lose any sleep.
Right, right.
So, but I say that to say, I know that I have options.
Right.
And I know that for some dudes out there, I am
Option number one.
the prototype.
Yeah.
I'm not, I always say, and this is my little Facebook tagline, I may not be the one, but I am the prototype. So Ace and his brother and all of them, they call me Prototype the original. So I know that I have options.
Yeah.
But I would be remiss to assume he doesn't have options.
Right. But they'll never be like you, though.
Of course. I mean, he has options. That doesn't mean they're on my level. No.
Right.
They're not, at all. But he has options. And I guess options are okay if you're comfortable with, settling for less than.
And that's what they'll have to do.
Right.
After leaving an Aries such as ourselves.
Exactly.
Right.
Team Aries. But knowing that is what motivates me to try a little harder than I normally would.
Okay.
The other thing is being married. I think it was meant for us to be married. Because if we were still dating, I don't think we'd still be together.
Okay. I understand completely. I think people don't understand that marriage is no different than any relationship. The difference between it is not the piece of paper that people say it's just a piece of paper. It's actually the commitment that you have within it.
Exactly. It's so funny you say that because I don't know if you saw my post this week.
I think I took another hiatus, but I'm back.
And you know what? I felt that because
Did
I was
you?
like, where the hell is Jazz? So I put a post up this week and says, despite what people may tell you,
it says something like, dear single people, despite what people may tell you, marriage is more than just a piece of paper.
I did see that. I don't know if I liked it or not, but I saw it.
And that's true, because at the end of the day, there's a commitment level that, forget this piece of paper. Like, if I really want to be out, I could be out.
Right.
And it's not that hard. You know, we're still early in our marriage where we don't have kids together. Mm-hmm. You know, our assets are minimal, so we could buy those quickly and call it a day. You see what I'm saying? And be done. However, because we are married, I am more willing to work through things and talk through things that in a dating relationship, I'd have been like,
right,
F this dude, and been out.
And I feel like people don't look, for me personally, I look at things on such a bigger perspective and such a bigger just aspect of things. I'm not gonna waste my time.
Right.
And the fact that we've even gotten to marriage means that I haven't wasted my time with you. And the fact that we are here means that I see the big picture. I see me being happy with you. And that's, for anything, that's my most important thing. It's a lot of people who stay in marriages just because I'm gonna stay with you because I married you and I'm not gonna divorce you. But if you're unhappy, then that's different. But if you can see happiness with this person and you can see your future with this person, then you have to rely on the commitment and you have to rely on working through things, because that's just what it is.
Right. And that's what people don't understand. Like, I always say it's levels. Chess, not checkers.
Yeah.
And that's just life in general. You know, I take a chess, not checkers approach to my relationship, my marriage. I take a chess, not checkers approach to friendships. Chess, not checkers to my job.
Right.
Chess, not checkers to everything that I do, because everything to me is serious.
Yes.
And I need to put thought, time, and consideration into it.
Right.
Meaning that when I play chess, my moves are thought out. My moves are calculated. My
Right.
moves are purposeful.
Right.
For the common goal of checkmate.
Right.
Whereas when you're playing checkers, you kind of moving just to jump here,
Just to
get
get-
some
just to
kings,
collect.
kind of
Right,
get
right.
around. You move it across the board. It's kind of haphazard.
Right.
Whatever works.
Right.
And so I think about, like, I am in a chess game in my marriage, whereas dating was checkers to me.
Right. And not to say that it's you versus him. The
Right.
goal for both of you guys is to get checkmate. You know what I
Right.
mean? And how I look at it, because I don't play chess. I know how, but I don't play checkers. I look at it like this. A lot of people look at life as glass half full or half empty. I look at it like that shit is refillable. So I'm always, my glass will always be full, period.
And you know what? And that's the thing. Like, I think about the glass half empty, half full. It's really all about perspective. And like you said, glasses can be refilled.
Period.
And, you know, I think about relationships. That's why I say, like, the few exes that I've been in contact with or talked to that, like, reach out to me, they are surprised about relationship me. Like, literally, I had a Facebook before my husband. I had a man before my husband.
Mm-hmm.
I had a MySpace, Black Planet, whatever, AOL. That's,
Right,
you know, going
right,
back.
right.
I've never posted pictures of me and a dude until my husband.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never talked about a dude on my social media until me and my husband.
Right.
You know, and so exes look like, what the hell did this dude do?
You ain't do that with me.
Yeah.
But you're not him. You're different. Our title, our journey, our presence, our status is different.
Exactly.
Period.
And that's what people don't get.
And this, you know what's so funny? I read someone made a post the other day. Is like, ain't y'all annoyed with Facebook reminding you of all these fake ass people and relationships you done had in your life? I'm not about to post you just for Facebook to come back a year later and remind me that I'm done with your dirty ass. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm
my
not about to do
God.
that. I'm not.
Hold that thought, because I got to say something about that. We're going to go to a quick break. You're listening to No Filter Fridays right here on IBNXradio.com.
Yes.
Down by the river where the green grass grow when the sun be burning. Take your pantyhose, don't nobody know where you go. Just know the block just got high. When you see a train, gotta be straight, gotta be quick, gotta get before you get. And ain't no telling what I'm gonna do tonight. I strolled up in a room full of. I met somebody's room that was. I just took him by the hand, I slipped him. Next thing that I know, he was reaching for his wallet. Driving real fast, tank full of gas, cash. It plays by so fast, till my past my crash. Please slow, take it slow, take it slow, take it slow. Marco stack swerving, bet that bass makes wood them sirens cussing. I see him looking a mile away. You like my body, don't see my face. And with them girls, gonna pay to play. My back is aching, my heart too tight, my booty shaking from left to right. Next thing that I know, the car's going too slow. Gas is running out, throwing the place out. Should I get out? I gotta make a quick decision, so my hand moved to that door. But I get a flashback of a recap of the night before. Lord. This is just like last week when I strolled up in a room full of. I was stumbling from my car, he must have noticed I was fast. Followed me right in his hip-hop. Next thing that I know, I was leaning, he was driving, so I gotta make a quick decision. Gotta get out my feelings, see that. Oh, never wanna go to fitness. Never wanna go to fitness, but I don't wanna go to prison. So I crank that car up, ooh, it starts up now. I'm hitting 60 out of. I see him looking a mile away. You like my body, don't see my face. And with them girls, I play to play. My back is aching, my heart too tight, my booty shaking from left to right. I see you looking around the way. You're trying to get me, don't play me straight. And with them girls, run away. My back is aching, my heart too tight, my booty shaking from left to right.
Get your cash right, get your cash right. Gotta eat right, high heels, gotta feel tight. Hope that street life lives up to the street light, all the bright lights.
Oh my God, my goodness gracious, the music's loud, signs blazing, I've gone too far in the deep end, so who's gonna save me, who's gonna save me now? Quick. Gotta make my money real quick money.
We talking at IBNX Atlanta. Check the channel, lock the date and time in your schedule planner. Artists come and get the shine. You know I be getting mine every time I do an interview. It feel like Christmas time. Let her pick my mind. Got the sickest rhyme. Let the people know I grind hard. Got nice bars without the ether flow. Grim Reaper stroke, poison ivy through your speakers. Folk IBNX Atlanta sponsor the time that we speaking for. Connecting you the artists, entrepreneurs, the streets and more. If you ain't talking hip hop, really, what are you speaking for? Crazy.
So Jazzy here on No Filter Friday, the much anticipated, and I'm
We talking at IBNX Atlanta. Check the channel, lock the date and time in your schedule planner. Artists come and get the shine. You know I be getting mine every time I do an interview. It feel like Christmas time. Let her pick my mind. Got the sickest rhyme. Let the people know I grind hard. Got nice bars without the ether flow. Grim Reaper stroke, poison ivy through your speakers. Folk IBNX Atlanta sponsor the time that we speaking for. Connecting you the artists, entrepreneurs, the streets and more. If you ain't talking hip hop, really, what are you speaking for? Crazy.
So Jazzy here on No Filter Friday, the much anticipated, and I'm here with the
we talking at IBNX Atlanta. Check the channel, lock the date and time in your schedule planner. Artists come and get the shine. You know I be getting mine every time I do an interview. It feel like Christmas time. Let her pick my mind. Got the sickest rhyme. Let the people know I grind hard. Got nice bars without the ether flow. Grim Reaper stroke, poison ivy through your speakers. Folk IBNX Atlanta sponsor the time that we speaking for. Connecting you the artists, entrepreneurs, the streets and more. If you ain't talking hip hop, really, what are you speaking for? Crazy.
So Jazzy here on No Filter Friday, the much anticipated, and I'm here with the lovely, the oh so chocolatey, because she chocolate like me, y'all, the Vibrance, the get you right when it needs to be right. Okay, Miss Poison Ivy. Hey. And she's multitasking for us today because, you know, she's in the booth. She's in the booth engineering for us today. So this is when you know you have some real talent. When you could be a professor at college. When you could be a professor in college. When you could teach the little babies, you know, what to do and not to do. And then you can engineer at the same time. All of that.
Look, you know I'm trying to figure it out on because folks have been messing with the
Everything.
mics.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot going on here. You know, I like peace when I engineer, and I ain't got
you
my
ain't
peace.
had that today?
No, I got attitude. But hey. Hey, y'all.
How was your week?
Girl, this week has been cray-cray.
Has it?
Girl.
Tell me about it.
I can't even talk about it on air.
Oh, damn. It's been one of them weeks?
It's been one of them weeks.
Wow.
Like,
you ain't had one of them weeks in a minute.
listen.
Not sipping on you. You know what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah. Now it's time for you to show me what it's hitting for. Sip a little jack, maybe blow a little draw. Love you from behind, but I hate to see you go. Come on, give me that green light. You can let your hair hang down, but only if it feels right. Give me that green light. I need you to give me that green light. With your permission, I just wanna put a little smile. Your permission. There's a whole lot of motherfucking loving that's way past due. I owe you. With your permission, I'ma do all the things that I said I'm gonna do. You know what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah. Now it's time for you to show me what it's hitting for. Sip a little jack, maybe blow a little draw. Love you from behind, but I hate to see you go. Come on, give me that green light. You can let your hair hang down, but only if it feels right. Give me that green light. I need you. Give me that green light. Oh, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Give it to me like you won't let a nigga forget it. I can feel it. Can you feel it? Give it to me like you won't let a nigga forget it, baby. Ain't no pressure, it's all on you. There's a tension between us two. Real life special, very special. You a blessing. So give me that green light, don't you say no. Baby, Baby, I can't stop, won't stop until you say so. Give me that green light, don't you say no. Baby, I can't stop, won't stop until you say so. Come on and give me that green light. Come on and give me. Come on and give me that green light. Come on, give me that green light. Ooh, you can let your hair hang down, but only if it feels right. Only if it feels right. Ooh, give me that green light. Only give me. I need your green light, baby. To give me that green light.
We are back. You're listening to No Filter Fridays right here on IBNXradio.com. This is your girl, Ms. Poison Ivy. I've got my girl who will get to see Concert Me tomorrow.
I think you're going to be able to see Concert Me too.
So, you know, every time I go to a Jill Scott concert, I lose my voice.
You told me.
So I anticipate tomorrow will be no different.
Good. I'm excited to see that. I haven't seen Turn Up Tosh, so I'm excited for that. I did want to give a big shout out to M Love. Her birthday was just this past week.
I think it's today.
Is it today?
Happy birthday, M Love.
Happy birthday, M Love.
I love her so much.
Her spirit is just so inviting. I love it.
You know, when I came to the radio station, I'm going to tell you, it's so funny because my old co-host and I were on another station that shall remain nameless. And it just was not a good fit, okay? And we were looking for a new church home.
Glory.
Right, glory. We're looking for a new church home. And a friend said to me in passing, like, oh, I know this chick. She started in this radio station. You all really should check it out. So I reached out to Trish. We came out, met her, and like her spirit was amazing. And then the next person I met was M Love.
Yeah, and that sealed the deal for you, huh?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was no question, like, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Right.
And that was
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Because we're approaching our anniversary.
Yes, our anniversary is September 20th, 21st.
Yes.
Yes. So we are anniversary bound this month. So yeah.
Another IBNX personality's birthday. Jim Shoe's birthday was this week too. Happy birthday. Don't do that. I'm all for birthdays. If he was an Aries, probably a little bit better, but
happy birthday to Jazz's boo.
No. That's a homie.
So Jazz.
Yes.
I'm glad I'm in the booth and you're in there.
I'm off the market.
What?
Like officially, but not officially, but almost? Yeah.
Since when?
Since. She won't take a sip. You know what they say?
I don't know what they say.
Single but not available?
No such thing.
Okay, you're right. And I don't believe in it either. But
I need some clarification on this because, and let me tell you why.
Oh, shit. Are you gonna pull up some facts right now?
No.
She was in her phone. I was nervous. Like, are you about to call somebody?
No, I noticed I had started a text that I didn't click send.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Yeah, so
I
was
texted you before
send.
we got here. Do we have any cups? And I was like, why she didn't respond? I'm like, okay, she might be engineering.
And
then
you
I
never
looked,
sent the text.
And I never sent it. Had it all typed up, question mark. Yeah, it happens.
So, if you haven't noticed by now, first of all, Jazz, do you realize we have known each other a year now?
We have. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. So, in that, I am like, so team Jazz, okay?
Are you? Girl.
Did you just say, are you, like you didn't know?
You're right. You do go hard for the team. I appreciate that.
Right. So I happened to mention to somebody that I
Ah, shit.
so there's this dude around here.
Around here.
Yes, that I am like, oh, I would love him and Jazz to be together.
Around here, where?
Right, IBNX.
Okay.
And so I said to him tonight, like, you just need to quit all the bullshit and like get with Jazz.
Who are you talking about?
I don't want to say on air. I'll tell you later.
Text me the name. Text me the name right now.
Okay. And so we had this like whole conversation. But my point is,
About me?
yes. So my point is though, you gotta tell me when you like off the market, so I won't be having these like conversations, getting niggas' hopes up and shit.
Okay.
For stuff that ain't happening.
Okay. I can make that promise.
Thank you.
I can make that promise.
Because yeah, you know, I'm Team Jazz, so I'm like trying to make sure Jazz is like she got my text. I'm trying to make sure Jazz is, you know,
Happy?
happy. Yes.
Because Jazz is bomb. Let me tell you. I seen this, someone posted this, and I was like, you know what? That is me.
What was it?
They said dating me is like finally listening to that song on the album that you typically skip and realizing that song is dope as shit. That song is straight fire. That's me. That's me.
That's me too.
That is me. And that's, you know what? I am okay with being overlooked and being skipped because once you listen to that mother song, you're going to rock that shit hard. You know what I'm saying? That song is going to be so dope to you that you're not even going to tell nobody else about the song because you don't want them to start playing it on the radio. Then it's going to be played out. You're going to hear it too much. That's how dope I am.
I think I'm a little different.
Do you?
I think I am that song that you saw the video for, and you was like, man, that video was dope. So you're interested in the song.
Okay.
And you're really hype about the song.
Uh-huh.
But then when you really listen to the lyrics of the song, it's like over your head. So it's too much for you.
Okay. You
And
can't.
You don't know how to handle it.
I understand.
And so it's not for everybody.
I understand.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
that
some of
song.
these bitches and niggas out here, they are for everybody. I'm not for
No,
everybody.
I'm not.
I'm not.
But these hoes,
They for everybody. Look.
in the words of Juicy J, these hoes. So yeah, so I was like Team Jazz because, you know, I love love.
I do too. I love black love.
And I love, that's what I was, Jazz, get out my head.
I
sis.
love black love.
I love black love. Speaking of that, blacklove.com coming soon.
I think we should have like a black love like month.
Yes, that would be nice.
That would be
That's
because
a
I
good
have
idea.
a friend who's in an open relationship, and I'm like really intrigued. Not to participate, but just to get some perspective on it.
Are
you
they
know?
married or
They
just
are married. They're married, happily married.
So here's the thing about that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is from a married person's perspective.
Right.
That's bullshit.
I agree, but
So,
I agree, but I understand. I agree.
No,
let me
I
tell
don't
you. I
understand
agree with the reasoning as
the
to why it's
reasoning?
bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Because this is my thing. I feel like if you have to have an open relationship, that means I'm not enough for you,
Right.
or you're not enough for me, or whatever the case is.
Right. So we might as well be single.
we might as well be single. And I have a question to follow along with that, but we're gonna get to that, in a later time. But I definitely agree. If we have to have an open relationship, and this is not no threesome menage a trois type shit where, again, I can visit maybe sometime in my future life, but this is open marriage where you're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, but we're married and we come home every night. Don't let the sun beat you home type shit. No, that you might as well be single.
Well, and that's my thing. Like, that's why I say to you, like, when I think about the Bible and I think about going back to 1 Corinthians 7:4, there's no reason you should even want somebody else if I am on my
Because you can't 7-4 with everybody.
right. So if I'm 7'4",
Right.
7'4" is like a step for me.
Right.
If I'm 7'4",
Especially for you, me knowing you well is you're headstrong. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
So for
very
me
much
to
like myself. So for me to 7'4"
7'4",
your ass, like,
and
for
you
me-
talking about another chick?
right?
Listen, did you I posted this picture of SpongeBob, and it says, "You're either gonna be my last love or my first murder."
Indeed.
And then he's put in a name tag in front of himself that says, "Try me, ho."
SpongeBob.
And I love that picture because my husband and like his family and stuff, when they initially met me, felt like I was like so square.
You told me.
And I love that because that just lets me know that I am doing a good job of just not letting everybody into who
yes.
I am.
And I feel like for me personally, I have to realizing now, that I have to maybe, I don't want to say tone it down because I am who I am and I'm going to be who I am, but to understand that not everyone needs to have all of your your quadrants of life.
And that's what you have to be like, I'll post little snippets about like my job on my Facebook, but I never say where I work. I never
Right.
get specific. And actually, I posted a picture and my hairdresser said, "Oh, you work at such and such." And I'm like, shit. She's like, "No, I just know how that area you took the picture in looks." And so I knew what it was. So I'm okay with her knowing.
Right.
Like, she's the truth. I love her.
And
But-
her name is Jazz too, by the way.
Yes.
So
Shout
I
out
already
to
know she's
Jasmine, the hairstylist.
yes.
But other people, I don't want them to know.
Yeah.
Like I said something about my job and somebody said, "What school?" And I was like, delete the whole post. Like, no, seriously.
No, I understand.
Because I feel like there are pieces of me that everybody shouldn't have
It's
access
levels, yeah.
to. It's levels to this shit.
Definitely.
Levels.
Levels, period.
Chestnut checkers.
Definitely.
So I feel like when it comes to, I want you to think I'm square. Thank you.
Yeah.
Think that.
And that's fine with me because when I turn up on you,
You'll be shocked.
shocked.
So they, of course.
And you may not ever get that. You may think that I'm square for the rest of your life, and that's fine with me. I don't have to prove it to you.
And that's the thing. Like, so I know there are people in his family, some people who still think I'm square, and that's cool. They can think that, and they
Right.
wonder how he ended up with me. And then other people who I've let in know that that's just not who I am, and they're like, "No, she the shit." Like,
But here's the dope part about it, though. Like, for example, your husband, he knows that you so dope. Like, he doesn't have to convince those people who think you're square that you're not.
but the crazy thing is, my husband still thinks I'm square.
But but let's not get on Ace. Ace is a whole different species when it comes to certain shit.
He is.
He is. He very much is.
It's weird because stuff that I like would be cool with, he assumes that I would be like, "Oh no."
And then he's like completely shocked when you realize, like,
When
you're
I'm
down
like,
for that?
I
Right.
don't care. Yeah.
Right.
He's like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "Dude, like,
Yeah.
I lived life." And I have my stories and that I occasionally will roll out and tell and all
Yes.
that. So I lived an amazing life. Me right now doesn't have to live the life that I lived at 17 to 30.
See, but that's the thing, though, is like people are going through the shit that you were going through and doing shit when you were 17, and now they thinking their life is lit. Nah, I hope my life been lit.
Right.
I'm good.
Like, I'm good.
Right.
I'm at a place where I am very comfortable with, like, I realize my life is very, like,
simple.
I'm
loving simplicity
literally
right now.
go to work, I come home.
Right.
My husband goes to work, he comes home.
Right.
We do stuff together. We've like one of my guy friends is married, so we've started like more couple stuff
Oh, that's cute.
or family type stuff with his family. And
Right.
like last weekend, I went to his house. My husband was at work, so I went to his house, and then my husband came after he got off work.
Mm-hmm.
And when my husband got there, I was with my guy friend's family. So my guy friend is married, so it's him and his wife. He has 3 kids, 2 teenagers. One is like 20,
Oh, my.
21. And his brother and the brother's girlfriend, and then one of their friends was there. And we're like playing Family Feud.
That's so fun.
And listen, I cannot wait until I move back to my new house because I'm going to have a party. We're going to play Family Feud. It's going to be amazing.
And see, that's the thing. I think that I'm so versatile, very much like you, where I can go out and have a good time, no problem. But I can stay home and chill with my family and have just as much fun as well. And like you said, it's levels. It's definitely levels. Like, you can go out, turn up. But if you're doing that shit every week, at some point in time, you have to realize that there's an internal issue with yourself. If you can't stay home and do nothing or do nothing with your family or do something with your family and have a good time, and find enjoyment in that, you're not progressing in life as the way that you should, in my perspective.
Well, that's the thing about it. Like, I always, joke and say like, "Oh, I'm so much older than you," and all of that or whatever. But
Me?
yes, you.
Yeah.
But I did all that stuff. Like, I lived an amazing life in the old Atlanta.
I think the only thing that I haven't done that you've done is gone to Freaknik, and I'm working on that.
It's not gonna be the same.
It won't be the same.
No, ma'am. No. Oh my gosh. So speaking of Freaknik, there's a video going around of a pool party that happened here last weekend.
A pool party.
A pool party.
Okay.
That was
I've definitely taken a hiatus because I have no idea what you're talking about.
like an orgy.
Did you hear about Orgy Atlanta though?
Yeah. No.
You want to talk about? You want to talk? Okay.
Yeah, Orgy Atlanta was like nothing compared to this.
So they was really getting in.
Like there's a video of like chicks sucking on each other's boobs, of like a chick bent over like with her bathing suit bottom down, and random people reaching in fingering her.
No, did you not hear that?
Like,
Usher gave someone herpes. Like anybody can have it now.
Exactly. So a dude finally like started pushing people away and pulling her bathing suit bottom up and like helping her up.
Right.
But prior to him doing that, like at least 6 or 7 people were like fingering her and like filming.
That's crazy. Your mothers will be disgusted.
I lived an amazing life, and I have stories to tell that have celebrities, that have regular people, that have just amazing life.
Turn up, yeah.
But there are no videos of me getting fingered in my thong by
Right.
random people.
Right.
And that's the thing that like I don't think these chicks get. And this is why I like you so much, Jazz, because you are very different than a lot of the young ladies your age.
Mm-hmm.
In that you're not like out randomly busting it open for a real nigga.
No, closed behind the bedroom doors now.
And you're not just doing too much. We all have our moments, our whole moments, as I call them. Every woman has some hoe tactics.
Yeah.
It's just if she chooses to use them or not. And I just don't have respect for the lack of thought into your future.
I think they have to look at it like this. There was a situation on social media not too long ago where, speaking of Freaknik, there was a picture of a woman I don't remember what she was doing in the picture, whatever was happening, but her daughter went to social media and said, "I'd appreciate if you guys take the picture down. That's my mother."
So I will tell you what she was doing.
Oh, so you seen it?
Yes.
Okay, she was busting it open.
So there was a police officer in his cruiser with the door open.
Mm-hmm.
She is bent over at the cruiser, no panties on, busting her booty open, and dudes are taking pictures and like fingering her in the photo.
Right, and her daughter, Freaknik was back in 97 era or earlier, I'm not sure, but her daughter now with social media, this picture is still being circled around social media and internet-based things, and here it is, her daughter is begging for people to take it down because that is her mother. So I think just for me, I'm not going to be in a state where I'm embarrassed by actions that I couldn't control. So if I control it, then I don't have to worry about it. But you have to be cognizant about what can happen in your future. You're especially with social media now, your job prospects are looking at your social media to determine if you're hireable and if you should be within that company. So if you're on social media doing certain things like that, that could definitely hinder your future. And that's just how I look at it.
Well, and that's why I say I personally have a lot of respect for you as a 20-something, in that you are not on that bullshit, and I hate to be so blunt about it, but that's what it is. You're not on that bullshit. You're not about, some of the stuff that some of these young ladies are about. And I think, and it's not to act like, you don't, you don't do your thing. You still have fun. You still go
Sure
out. You still do your thing. You know, you gonna be at some trap karaoke. You gonna be at the silent party. Like,
Right.
you get out. You do stuff. But at the end of the day, you carry yourself with the air of classiness where there ain't finna be no videos of you around that your kids are
Not an
gonna see.
option. It's not an option. My mom ain't raised no fool. Let me tell you something. If you want to raise your kids right, go find an island woman to raise your kids with you. And I promise you that your kids will come out top of the line. They may not be shit, but as far as mannerisms and as far as conducting themselves in society, you know, my mom wasn't big on saying, okay, Jasmine, you had to go to college. You have to do this. You have to do that. She wasn't big on that. But what she did say is you will respect yourself. You will make sure that when you go out, you're an image of me.
Right.
And that's just what it is. My mom ain't play no games when it comes to that. Now, me and my mom, and it's cool because, you know, like when people see me and I'm very yes, ma'am, no, sir type, you know?
Right.
And when people see me, they're like, your mom must be very strict. I call my phone like, girl. I call my mom.
And that's the funny thing is because I get the impression that your mom seems like how I would be with my daughter.
My mom is so dope.
In that let me tell you something. The world ain't ready for me to have a daughter. And it's so funny because Ace really wants another daughter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Ace, this ain't what you want.
She's gonna be
Because
so outspoken, so headstrong, so
Listen,
about her business.
she could
so
be
dope.
hell on wheels.
Yeah.
Because I feel like your mom probably had, and this is just my assumption because it's not what you've told me, but I feel like your mom probably had some real conversations with you. I feel like your
Yeah.
dad probably
for
poured into you
sure.
some
For
real
sure,
conversations.
for sure.
And I feel like Ace and I would be that type of parent duo.
I wouldn't raise my child any other way. I'm not going to raise my thing is this, with generations upon generations, you've gone through things that you yourself may not have liked that your parents did, but then you see the things that your parents did do that you're like, I must do this with my child.
Mm-hmm.
My mom had my brother when she was 14. Okay. And after that, she had my other brother when she was 15, and she had me when she was 17. My mom had 3 kids by the time she was 18 years old.
Right.
The one thing that she did with me was, I'm not going to tell you to not have sex like my mama did, because when she said that, I was like, okay, what is sex? I want to know what it is, and I want to do it. My mom said, versus me telling you not to have sex, I'm going to teach you about it. I'm going to tell you to do it. If you're going to do it, at least come to me before you do it and doing it protective. I'm going to teach you about that, because those are conversations that my mom didn't have with me. And here I am, 26 with no kids. And for her, that's an accomplishment, because her mother had her early, she had her early, so she's just breaking that generational curse. And I think that that's the difference between my mom and a lot of mothers is you're able to accept and identify what things you may have done wrong or what was done wrong with you and doing them differently.
Right.
And that's all that you can do. No parent is perfect, and no parent will be perfect. But as long as you don't allow your kids to go through the things that you've done and give them more than what you have, then you're successful. And for sure, my parents have done that.
And that's what my dad did. Like, if you talk to me or either of my sisters, we'll tell you, like, my daddy said, you know, my dad was that dude. Like, my dad, you know, God rest his soul. You know, my dad was like my best friend.
Yeah.
Like, literally talk to my dad every day, down to the day he died. Like, I talked to him the day before. Mm-hmm. And that day, I had planned on calling him on my way to work, but was running late. And they ended up calling me as soon as I got to work, telling me he had passed.
Right.
So my dad was the type, like, he didn't sugarcoat. He was going to have conversations. Like, my dad sold drugs. My dad was, like, in the streets. Like, he was a hood dude. Like,
yeah.
And he was going to let you know, because at the end of the day, he didn't want his daughters being, like, chumped off by no dudes.
Right. My dad refuses to have me be a fool from another nigga.
Exactly.
Like, he refuses.
And my dad, even when I was, like, in my late 20s, because my dad didn't pass until I was 31.
Wow.
So my dad was like, I'll take care of you before I have you, like, out here being a sucker for a nigga.
And that's what a lot of
him.
women don't have, and a lot of men take. And it's so funny, because I have to say to a lot of my friends who have daughters, how would you like it if this was your daughter? You know what I mean? A lot of dudes don't take in perspective, like, at one point in time in your life, you may have a daughter of your own, and the same thing that you putting these women through is something that my dad has a saying. What does he say? He says, the sins of the father inherited by the son. And he lives by that. The sins of the father are inherited by the son. So what that means is the things that you do wrong is going to come back onto your kids.
Well, that's the thing that I want. I've posted about this before, is fathers understanding that it doesn't have to be your son. It doesn't have to come back to you. It could be your daughter. So the same way you did this chick dirty, you did this, you did that.
Yeah.
How are you going to feel when the next nigga is doing that to your daughter?
Right.
What are you going to have to say about
I
that?
agree. And that's the one thing that my dad was very destined to not have happen to me.
Right. Look, and really, any real dad that actually gives a shit about his daughter is destined for that not to happen.
Yeah, my dad sold me the game for free.
And I've asked so many dudes, like, and I pose this question on my Facebook a lot. Would you be okay with your daughter dating you?
Yes.
And
that's
if the answer
a very
is no,
big question.
And if
for
the
a man
answer
to
is no,
answer.
then you need to fix your shit.
Yes, I agree. And the reality of the situation is a lot of women, and we spoke about this, Ms. Poison Ivy, a lot of women end up marrying their father.
I told you, my husband is my father.
And you don't realize it until you like really have that eye opening. And it can be the smallest thing.
Yes. This dude looks like my father, and I never saw it until the other day. And my sister's like, duh, bitch. Like, he been looking like that.
Right. We spoke about it. But it's so...
The good, the bad, the ugly.
It's so true. It's so true.
Right.
It is so true. You end up marrying your father. And it could be just the simplest thing, like where your father could be a very headstrong person and your husband ends up being that person.
Right.
But you end up marrying your father.
Yes, you do. Hold that thought. We're going to be right back. You're listening to No Filter Fridays right here on IBNXradio.com.
Your hands on my hips, pull me right back to you. I catch that thrust, give it right back to you. You're in so deep, I'm breathing for you. You grab my brain, touch my back half for you. Your diesel engine, I'm squirting mad oil all down on the floor till my speakers start to boil. I flip shit, quick slip, hip dip, and I'm twisted in your hands and your lips and your tongue tricks, and you're so thick. And you're so thick, and you're so Crown Royal on ice, Crown Royal on ice, Crown Royal on ice, Crown Royal on ice. Your hands on my hips, pull me right back to you. Catch that thrust, give it right back, give it right back. I'm breathing for you. I'm breathing. Diesel engine, I'm squirting mad oil on. Speakers start to boil. I flip shish, quick slip, hip dip, and I'm twisted. In your hands, and your lips, and your tongue twist. And you're so thick, and you're so thick, and you're so Crown Royal on ice. Crown Royal on ice. Crown Royal on ice. Crown Royal on ice. Got you on ice, baby.
So I'm absolutely in love with Crown Royal on Ice.
Crown Royal, apple or vanilla?
That song.
Oh,
That's what it's called. Okay. It's called Crown Royal.
I'm in love with mainstream Jill.
So, see, look, tomorrow is going to be my turn to turn you on to non-mainstream Jill, because I'm hoping Jill gets outside of mainstream Jill.
Yeah. And she typically does. I've seen her videos of her performances live, and she typically does go into some stuff that I don't know, and the crowd rocks hard for her.
Listen.
Jill has a very solid fan base.
So if you didn't just pay attention, Crown Royal.
I'm like, vanilla, apple?
It's a sex song.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
See? You missed it.
I was
She
over here texting.
Your hands on my hips pull me right back to you. I catch that thrust, give it right back to you.
Ooh.
You're in so deep, I'm breathing for you. You grab my braids, arch my back high for you.
Oh, man.
You're a diesel engine, I'm squirting mad oil.
Oh, my.
I'm down on the floor till my speakers start to boil.
Amen.
I flip shit, quick slip, hip dip, then I'm twisted.
Jilly from Philly, come with it.
Your hands and your lips and your tongue tricks.
Yeah.
And you're so thick. and you're so thick.
Oh my.
And you're so Crown Royal on Ice. So I can only assume when she says
Like,
you're
let me
so
go ahead and download that right now.
right. Listen, I'm just gonna tell you that's on my 7/4 mix.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does anybody do that anymore?
Oh, I do that.
Do you? Because
Yes.
I do that. Like it's
I
not
do
going to be
that.
quiet.
No, I have a mix. So
Yes.
I have a mix on my phone.
And if you don't match the rhythm, you got to get up. You got to get up, nigga.
I almost spit my drink out.
You got to get up.
Crown Royal is definitely on my 7/4 mix because
Yeah.
you know the whole concept to me when she says you're so Crown Royal on Ice, I think she's saying you're so smooth because Crown Royal on Ice is smooth, but I also think she's saying you're so intoxicating.
Right.
Like it's so
I should be addicted to the person I'm in love with.
and so for me, I've never felt anybody was Crown Royal on Ice until my husband.
Yes.
So he is my Crown Royal
Dark
on Ice.
liquor.
Yeah, and it's dark. Like, yes. Oh, brown ass nigga. So yes. And then the other thing is, so I might like I think about songs that are on my like 7/4 list. So if you were listening, you know what 7/4 is.
Right.
So I have that Jill Scott Crown Royal. I have Her.
Her. I love her.
Facts.
Oh.
Facts.
Okay.
It's on there.
Real James is on mine.
Yeah, you know what? It's so funny because when we played that tonight, it reminded me that I love that song. And I'm like, why is that not on my list?
He has another one that like goes in.
Uh-huh.
It's called Adidas.
You said fajitas?
Adidas.
Oh.
A-D-I-A. Yeah, Adidas.
All day I dream about sex?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. I'm okay with that.
It's lovely.
Since, shout out to Killer Mike. Did that years ago. I'm okay with Adidas.
You know, Brian McKnight just came out with a new album too.
So, speaking of that, have you seen Marlon Wayans has a new movie on Naked? Yes, on Netflix. Have you seen it?
I haven't.
You gotta watch it.
Zah is on mine too. This song right here, The Weeknd. This song will turn me into a hoe for the weekend just because.
Yes.
With a special person, of course.
So
but
Zah is on mine, and so is I'm gonna look at mine and tell you because it's on my phone. But yeah, so if you haven't seen Naked, you gotta watch it.
Is it really good?
It's funny.
Okay.
And of course Marlon Wayans has his little like slow moments or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But it is funny. It has, some good stuff on there. But Brian McKnight is in the movie.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yes.
I love me some Brian. My mom had me loving Brian McKnight since I was a little girl. Like, little girl singing his jams. Him and Gerald Levert. Oh, you can't tell my mama nothing about them two people right there.
He is helping Brian McKnight write a song.
That should definitely be the other way around.
That's all. Nope. That's all I gotta say. So that should let you
I'll
know.
watch it. I'll watch it.
That should let you know.
That's hilarious.
There's a song, and I want to. Okay, so Her is on my list like 3 times.
Really? You know, she was out here the other day.
Stop it.
Her and Bryson Tiller.
I'm not a huge Bryson Tiller fan, but I would have gone to see Her. I didn't know
Her
that.
is, and I love the whole concept of Her. Like, you never see her face.
Yes.
I love it.
And people are speculating who she is.
I love it. Even on her Instagram and her social media. And I just feel like it's just so meticulous, but I love it. Like, it's so thought out, like how her pictures come out, everything.
And it's crazy because the girl they say is her is gorgeous.
Right.
But she's like, you know what? I don't care about that.
Right.
Like, she's gorgeous. She got a cute shape. Like, great girl. Beautiful hair. She's like, nope, I don't care about
and
that.
I love the fact that
Focus on my music.
People respect. Not even that, because my thing is this. I think we've probably seen her a million times. I think we've seen her a million times.
So the girl that they're saying is her has been out for a while.
Right. And
Been
we've probably
around,
seen
we've
her
seen
in
her.
the main
Yes.
light
Yes,
for
we have.
years. But Her has taken this whole persona of you will never see who Her is. Her can be anybody.
Focus
and I
on
love
my
it.
music.
Right.
And I
Love me
love
for
it.
my music.
So for Her is on my list 3 times.
She's so dope.
So the first song was Facts, like I told you. The other one is Wait For It.
Love Wait For It.
And then the third one is Focus.
Why are you in my head? Okay, let me tell you. Her is it's my ish. She is it.
Yes, she is. So I wish I had known she was in town. I definitely would have been down to see her.
I know TC does a lot of writing for her, the same person who writes for Tamar Braxton. And he's really dope. He came out with an album as well, but I think he should stick to writing. He's a great singer. He's a great vocalist, but I didn't really like the things that he had for himself. But his writing for other people is just spectacular. He's written for Mary J. Blige, and he's just dope.
Some people got to find their niche.
Yeah.
Like you can't.
I agree.
You can do for a lot of other people, but finding it for yourself.
One person
hard.
who's recently, and I've been following this man since back in MySpace days, like back then.
Can I still log into my MySpace? I'm about to try that right now. Go ahead.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm gonna try while we're talking.
Does the website is it still active?
I think so. We're gonna find out. Go ahead.
But no, I like you said, I think a lot of people have to find themselves, and Mally Music is one of the people who has found himself. He's done a lot of writing for a lot of gospel music and artists, and I love him. I love the music he's written for other people, but back in MySpace days, he's always had a great, vocal range, and he was always amazing, but I didn't think the songs that he was singing was for him. But now his recent
Just so
album,
you know, MySpace is still up. But go ahead.
Look at you scrolling. No, but
I haven't logged
really
in
dope.
yet.
Oh, you haven't?
But the site is there, so I'm about to try to sign in.
He's really dope. Mally Music is really dope. But yes, her is her, and I love her. She's really, she is really, really, really going in.
Yeah, I really am supportive of her.
And let me say, Cardi B, I have so much
Cardi.
love for Cardi. Cardi, I love Cardi.
She heard that Nicki Minaj has been like coming for her.
She has,
but you know why?
Because she's on the level now.
So
she feels threatened. She feels threatened.
Exactly, and that's why I'm like laughing like good bitch. Because let me tell you, when Nicki Minaj came out, of course, I am one who points out the fact that she's copied every damn thing that Lil' Kim has done.
Right.
Like down to her photos.
Right.
She just has. Hairstyles, wigs, colors, outfits, photos.
And for whatever reason, I don't know if she felt she needed to do it or if this is her PR campaign feeling she needed to.
Because, Nicki was out a lot longer before she blew.
Right, but she was more hardcore, and I loved her hardcore.
Not
now
just
she turned
that,
into this poppy shit.
She was hardcore, and she hadn't had her surgery.
Right.
She didn't have no ass. She didn't have no boobs.
Right.
So then they had Nicki get the surgery, and then they had her come for the Lil' Kim lane, and that worked for her, which I respect. Come for the lane.
No.
However,
for me, it didn't work for me.
Let me tell you why I respect.
Like, I'm a legit Lil' Kim fan. It didn't work for me.
I am a legit Lil' Kim fan. Like, to the point where when Kim and Foxy were out at the same time, I was like, forget Foxy. I'm Team Kim. Like, I can't even like you.
Right.
Even though Foxy was pretty dope.
Right.
So, but my thing is, when I say come for the Kim lane, this is what I mean. Kim wasn't doing anything.
Right.
The new generation has no idea who Kim was.
Right.
And the fact that Kim was the Nicki Minaj of the 90s.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I respect coming for the Kim lane. I don't respect recreating Kim's photos, using her outfits, basically copying everything she did. I don't
not
respect
giving
that.
Props.
No, I don't. Even if she gave props, I'm not okay with you copycatting me. But I understand picking up my lane and continuing where I left off.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay,
so
I understand.
there's a difference for me. So I'm down with Nicki like picking up the Kim lane and continuing, but copycatting, I don't care if you give props or not. That's not okay.
I understand.
The thing that threatens her about Cardi is she's from New York. She's naturally pretty. She hasn't had all the surgery and all that stuff.
She has, but she says that
She's had boobs.
No, she's got her butt done.
She got the butt done too?
She tells you she's got her butt done, and she'll tell you, I don't know what's in my butt. I went to some backyard place. I love
and I
Cardi,
respect that.
And that's why I love
to hear that,
her.
I respect it because it reminds me of why I respect Trina
Yes.
Remember I told you?
Right.
Because when somebody tried to say, not Trina and Eve.
Right.
Because remember when somebody tried to say Eve was in the video, Eve was like, shit, I was a hoe. It might have been me.
Right.
I respect that. And Cardi is real like that.
Right.
Nicki does not have that same kind of real.
She does not.
Nicki denies that she had any surgery done.
She denied she was a dyke back in the day.
Nicki had no ass, no boobs.
None
like
at all.
you had surgery. Then the other thing is she denies the whole lightening her skin. So I think she feels some kind of way about Cardi, who's naturally lighter.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fact that Cardi took this one song and is like blowing,
Yeah.
but the song is like jamming.
But did
And-
you see the video of her on why she made Bodak Yellow?
No.
She was just saying, I wanted to write a song to let these bitches know that.
Just in case you bitches know.
Right. She was like, I just
Case
wanted
you
a song that
hoes
was going to
forgot.
beat. She said, I wanted a song that was going to beat. She said, I wanted a song that was going to let these bitches know that I'm here. And she said, I wanted to put it out in the summer because everybody flex in the summer. She was like, I wanted people riding in their whip, renting getting their rentals that they going to spend them high price dollars on, bumping my shit, you know?
But you know what's so funny is there's a post going around like dudes are sharing like y'all bitches been bumping Cardi B all summer and now you want to be wifed up for the winter. I'm like, what? Why y'all hating on Cardi B? I've been bumping on Cardi all summer too,
Right,
and
I
I'm
live for
wifed
it.
up for the winter. Like
I
what?
live for her success. I live for her just doing her. And I just love that she lives in her truth. And a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't live in their truth and be happy about it. I love it. You on MySpace?
I'm trying to figure out what my MySpace username was.
Probably chocolate.
No.
No.
You know what? I'm consistent.
Are you?
Yes, I'm very consistent.
I'm sure I could log in mine.
So first of all, Miss Poison Ivy was a name I was given like in the 90s when I used to rap.
Tell people about your name. I don't think people know about your name or my name. People think that they know about my name, but it definitely.
Okay, you want to explain yours?
No, you go first.
Okay. So Miss Poison Ivy is a reference to Poison Ivy from Batman.
Okay.
And I originally was just Poison Ivy
Mm-hmm.
because I'm embarrassed to say it, but
it's No Filter Friday on IBNX Radio, so.
right. So if you know about Poison Ivy is a character who basically has like she lets off these pheromones and men just do whatever she wants them to do.
Yes.
So I had a couple of friends and guy friends who used to like pay attention to me in my 20s
Mm-hmm.
and would watch like things guys would do and be like, you are ridiculous. And so they started calling me. One of them was like, you like Poison Ivy from Batman. And we would laugh about it and it was a joke and they would call me that. And then at the time, I still was rapping in my early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually started calling me Poison Ivy. So then, my last name was Ball at the time. So it was Ivy Ballin, Miss Poison Ivy. It was Ivy Ballin or Poison Ivy. And then I added the Ms. because I'm grown.
Yes.
So, yes. So it became Ms. Poison Ivy and it's literally stuck since like 1999, 2000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's
decades.
Yeah,
almost.
it's been that for a while, and so that's where it originally came from. Somebody seeing a guy who actually has been on the show and shall remain nameless that I used to joke and call my boy toy. And
YouTube's watching. I'm about to voice a name like, wait.
so I used to call somebody my boy toy, and my girlfriends used to laugh like he really is like. And so him and a couple other people, because single me is
Turn up. I know single you because single me is like, all right, let's go. Swing from the chandeliers.
like
Yeah.
you remind me of single me at your age,
Okay.
but I probably was worse.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I was
wouldn't
worse
doubt it.
because I didn't have to worry about like YouTube and
Right,
Instagram
right.
and Facebook. There was no
Right.
filming and recording.
And let me tell you, this world is small, so I have to censor myself. But that's dope though. I didn't know you had it for so long though. Your name.
No, I had it for at least
99. Almost 20 years.
at least maybe it might have been like 2000.
Okay.
But it's literally been you know what? 2002. So 15 years.
Okay. That's a whole teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had it for 15 years. But it was because 2002, I was in my 20s.
Okay.
My early 20s.
Uh-huh.
Very early 20s. And
You
I was 22 in 2002. And so this is when I had that apartment downtown, which was amazing. It was like literally right downtown. And this was when Buckhead was like super popping.
Yeah.
So everybody would come park at my apartment so we could go clubbing. Everybody wanted to hang out because I was the only one in our friend crew that lived downtown.
Okay.
And I just had dudes.
Just had a rotation.
Yeah, because I was single. You know, one thing that I always, and on one hand I regret it, and on one hand I'm like, I don't, is I always felt like I had time. I had time to find me somebody. I had time to settle down.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't regret it because, of course, I found Ace and we're together. You know, it's great. But I regret it in that I haven't had kids yet. And I'm getting to my personal cutoff time.
I don't think that means anything, though. Look at Janet. Look at Janet.
I'm not, listen, I ain't got, if
ain't
I had
Janet.
Janet Millions,
Okay.
then yeah, I'd be on some Janet, some Halle Berry,
I
some
understand.
whoever you want.
I get it.
But and of course I'm not close to Janet's age. Let me be very clear on
true,
that.
Very true. Very true.
However, the concept of having a kid once you hit 40 is crazy to me. And
I think it's not even about just age. I just think that even for me personally, by the time I'm 40, you won't catch me at home. I'm going to be on somebody's cruise ship, on somebody's plane, going somewhere exotic and doing things. And that's just me personally.
Here's why, for me, I say a part of me, I loved my 20s. I had an amazing time, great stories. Like, I could write a book.
Yeah, one day we'll work on that.
Yes, we will. But a part of me wanted my kids to be out of the house by a certain damn time.
Right.
And clearly, if I were to have a kid like tomorrow, they would not be out the house by that time.
I understand.
And that's the part that makes me regret. But I know, like, had Ace and I met when we were in our 20s, no.
Yeah. And I'm all for that.
I would have been, no.
And I have a question about that. I'll ask that on our next show. I think that's deep.
What's the question? Go ahead.
The deep question that I have.
And I don't want you to forget it, so go ahead and ask.
Okay. This question, I seen someone post it, and I was like, this is very intriguing. So it says, have you ever loved someone so much that you settled for being just friends just to keep them in your life? And of course, they have a picture of Jada Pinkett and Tupac in it. Yeah, so have you ever? We should play a game one. Have you ever?
I would say for me, I think for some guys, I am
That
a
person.
yes.
Yes.
As far as guys are concerned, for me, no.
Oh, okay.
And the reason being is the guys that I really care about like that, or cared about, let me say that, past tense. If I wanted to have, we could have.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't have to settle for just being friends with them.
Okay.
You know, I've had some, like, one that I had like the biggest crush on in college, that over the years we'd like reconnect and try it again, and then it wouldn't work, and then we'd lose touch. Then a few years later we reconnect and try again, and this is probably the first time that we've connected, but we're not trying.
Okay, I got
because
it.
I'm kind of, you know, I'm at a good place, and so
right.
it is what it is.
That's life.
It's life. Yeah, it is life. Did you see what time it is?
It is. It goes by so quickly.
I know. Like, where did the 2 hours go?
We had to make up for it because last week we went over. We was like, no, this topic is getting spoken about. We're not leaving until we all understand what each person has to say. So
Last week we were like half an hour late.
yeah.
That was crazy.
And then like 2-3 weeks before that, we was until 11. So
Yeah, because you know what? This is no filters.
No filter, no cutoff time.
The one thing, look, and it's so funny because I always tell the station owner, like, we don't have no filters, and I'm running the board, so
we can play what we want.
but I'm not gonna be rebellious tonight.
Not tonight, because
Not
we're gonna
tonight.
be turning up and being rebellious tomorrow.
Well, that's why I'm not tonight. Because, you know,
And that's why I brought a vodka in here instead of bringing like, dark liquor, because I was like, you know what, me and Poison Ivy got plans tomorrow.
well, first of all, I got class in the morning,
right?
so.
But you're a vodka type or a tequila type, and I'm always like, okay, dark liquor is my shit. So let me.
I'm a.
You like dark? Let me find out.
I came up at a time where we were a whatever type.
Whatever whatever has an alcohol proof in it, I'll take it.
Clearly, I've never told you about the dead man walking.
The drink?
Yes,
You have.
the 10 liquors.
You have.
Some were light, some were dark, some were tequila,
You
some were
have.
not.
And never ever in my life will I ever.
So yeah, and it's a shot for those who don't know that has 10 different liquors. It has like 151,
Ooh.
which in itself is crazy in a shot.
Yeah.
But it's 10 shots, 151, like Hennessy, some kind of tequila, some kind of vodka. Like, it's crazy.
Mm-mm.
And a friend made it because I'm gonna tell you how it originated. We were at my friend Rob the Realtor's house.
Rob the realtor.
Yes, I give names to everybody. So, Ace is crazy the beast, and I am Prototype the original,
Right.
or AKA Ghost the Doc.
Oh. Okay.
I have to explain that to you
All
off
right.
air.
Off air.
Yes. His brother is Check the Plug
Oh.
because his name's D Check.
Okay.
He is the plug.
Okay.
And so Rob the Realtor created this drink, and we were going to one of the clubs in Buckhead. I can't remember which one. And that night, we were at Rob's house, and he literally was like down to the last of a few liquors. And so he was like, I'm just going to make some shots with these and see what happens. So he made it, and we were all standing around. And all the guys were like, that shit crazy. Like, oh my God, that's crazy. And I picked up the shot and drank it in one shot. They was like, oh my God, no, she did. No, she did. They went crazy. And so that's where the Dead Man Walking was born.
No, I would never take something that's gonna have me slump like that. That kind of shit will have me slump.
Well, it's crazy because it didn't. I don't know if liquor was different back then, but I drank that shit, 10 liquors, all liquors, no chaser, in like, so it was like 10 shots in one. And I drank it as one shot. Got in the car, went to the club, drank at the club, partied all night, and I was the designated driver.
No, ma'am.
Yes. And drove everybody home all across the city safely. We're all still here
To this day.
to talk about it.
Well, with that being said, you keep that to yourself.
I don't encourage that,
No.
of course, because I definitely say liquors must have been different then because times was
Probably.
different and, I don't know.
GMOs.
What the hell was my MySpace name?
He's still on it. I know mine. I definitely know mine.
What was yours?
I can't say. But my page was deal. I did that. Like, have you ever taken consideration, like, we were legit like coders back in the day doing our MySpace pages. Like, we were definitely on some real technological shit back then.
Why MySpace got a thing that says forgotten your details? Duh, because don't I get on MySpace? I swear I'm gonna get on and figure this out.
I don't want to go through those kind of memories. I'm good.
Yeah, listen, my MySpace definitely is memories because I had my MySpace. One, I was still rapping when I had my MySpace, And number 2,
You have to log in.
yes, I was with my ex-boyfriend. So they're saying like none of my emails could be found. So I don't know what the hell email.
Well, you have a whole entire week to figure it out.
I'm gonna figure this out.
You need to, because I want to see some stuff.
You'll love my MySpace. Oh my God. One of my songs has to be on my MySpace.
Yo. You
I gotta figure this out.
Yes, you must.
Okay. So Jazz, tell people how they can follow you.
You can follow me on Snapchat, Jasmine_beauty.
And
Jasmine.
her Snapchat is lit.
I've been falling off a little bit, but I'm going to get back. JAZMIN_beauty, BEAUTII. And on Instagram, of course, Jasmine_beautiful. Or no, Jasmine.beautiful.
Anything else?
No, because Facebook, y'all not ready for that.
Yeah, my Facebook be lit, but I don't want y'all knowing my real name. So you can follow me. You can follow me on Instagram at It's Ms. Poison Ivy or on Twitter at Ms. Poison Ivy. You are listening. Oh, and you can follow us on Instagram at No Filter Fridays,
Yes.
IBNX. And stay tuned. We are excited. We're glad you're here. We hope you enjoyed it. And we're going to leave with one Music Fest artist. And this song, I swear I knew all the dance moves from the video when it came out. Enjoy. Peace.
Yeah. Feel that chat now. Yeah. Shonda Paul. So me go so then. Well, I don't really care what people say. I don't really watch what them want do. Still I got to stick to my girls like glue. And I might not play number 2. All I know the time it is getting jet. Need a lot of trees up in my head. Got a lot of damsel in my bed to run that real. Well, I know flicker girl, them on the road, them got the goody. One thing me have to tell them, don't they got the woody. Front way, back way, cut the came on off and shove it. Virgin, them want give me and me have to took it. Hot girls out the road, I say them see me. And I tell me, say them have something for gimme. How much time I night, them all a dream about the Jimmy. Them a promise and I tell me, say you feel me. But a promise is a compared to a fool, so cool. But they don't know, say that man have to rule the school. When I pet them, just wet them up just like a pool. When I dignitary way, I feel use up me tool. Well, I don't really care what people say. I don't really watch what them want do. Still I got to stick to my girls like glue. And I might not play number 2. All I know this time it is getting jet. Need a lot of trees up in my head. Got a lot of damsel in my bed to run that real. So how can they want big up them chest? But they don't know that to go put they are rated as the best. I wouldn't they love it's the sound of all this. When I get up in I got your only girls with your request, just give me the girl them. Yo, in every minute I'm with it, forget the girl them. Excuse it and get them regular visit, just give me the girl them. Yo, them all a pressure, me sell it last year. Me I did that for them off, it be them big papa, give me the girl them. Off of the chronic we take a drag, and I don't mean to brag. Every day I got to shag, give me the girl them. Every time I look in, my mind is only girls. I want me find out who me love them design. Well, I don't really care what people say. I don't really watch what them want do. Still I got to stick to my girls like glue. And I might not play number 2. All I know the time it is getting jet. Need a lot of trees up in my head. Got a little damsel in my bed to run that real. Some guy I live them life and them not really want check it. Them not no girl, no wife, no woman, them not select it. Sometimes me have to wonder if them headset them wreck it. I know them a go on the if them don't want correct it. Oh please, them no wanna bees. Them a go tweet too much dog and catch fleas. Them no wanna honey, them only want the money. That's how me know so them boy they all a move funny. Look like them lost, living in the past. One thing me have to tell them sorrow mom. Them better move fast before we get crossed. Bad man no cater for them just because me got so then. Well, I don't really care what people say. I don't really watch what them want do. Still I got to stick to my girls like glue. And I might not play number 2. All I know the time it is getting dread. Need a lot of trees up in my head. Got a lot of damsel in my bed to run that real. Well, I know Little girl, them out the road, them got the goody goody. One thing me have to tell them that they got the woody woody. Front way, back way, cut the came and off the shubby shubby. Virgin, them want give me and me have to took it. Hot girl, them out the road, I say them see me. And I tell me, say them have something for gimme. How much time I night, them all a dream about me, Jimmy. Them a promise and I tell me, say a fi me. But a promise is a comfort to a fool, so cool. But they don't know, say that man have to rule the school. When I pet them, just wet them up just like a pool. When I dignitary, me have to use up my tool. Well, I don't really care what people say. I don't really watch what them want do. Still I got to stick to my girls like glue. And I might not play number 2. All I know the time it is getting jet. Need a lot of trees up in my head. Got a little damsel in my bed to run that react. Well, I don't really care what people say. I don't really watch what them want do. Still I got to stick to my...
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless. Good night. Street exec salute. My nigga Young Dolph.